Hi guys, welcome back to the Turner House. So in this video, we are going to talk about some changes that I've had to make in a life update. So here we go. So first and foremost, this video will post before my normal weekly grocery haul to explain my grocery haul a little bit more. So let's just start from the beginning. I have always struggled with anxiety. Not really a little bit of depression, but always anxiety. I just get overwhelmed. I try to do too much. That's why I get up very early in the day, because I think I've got to do everything and nobody else can help me. And then I have to do everything myself. So, with that being said, I have been sick. I've been really sick. Last weekend, the 4th of July weekend, I slept a lot, and I was like, something has got to change. Not only was I sick, like anxiety, but I was sick. I had stomach issues. I had sinus issues. I had literally pushed myself to the point to where I was so exhausted that it had made myself sick. So I was like, okay, something's got to change. So this past weekend, I was trying to figure out how I was going to get everything done, because my sister's on vacation, which means I'm going to see my mama every day this week instead of us splitting it up. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to do that, how I was going to spark, and how I was going to do everything else that I needed to do and still go to the grocery store. So I was like, you know what? There's me and 2 other people in this house, and they can do some things as well. So we divided and conquered. I have my chores. They have their chores. Me and Kirsten kind of work in the garden. Canning has been put on hold. The tomatoes I'm pulling out of my garden, I'm just putting them in freezer bags till a later date. The box of apples I purchased from Azure Standard, I just quartered them and put them in freezer bags. I will get to it whenever I get to it. I felt like I had to make everything from scratch. And just to save money, which that is true. You do save a lot of money doing that. But right now I'm in a season to where that is just not physically possible. It's not physically possible. It's not emotionally possible. Am I going to quit canning? No, not at all. I'm still going to can. I'm just not going to can right now. It may be this fall before I can again, or I may have some extra time and next weekend can some dry beans that I already have. But right now, that's the season of life I'm in. And I just had to do some things to get everything done. And which meant some of my responsibilities I had to pass on to my husband and my daughter. And I just hate doing that, just because I'm the mom and the wife, and I feel like I should be able to take care of everything, which I know that's a crazy mindset to have, but that's just me. So you're going to see a lot more Walmart hauls. Am I going to stop grocery shopping at Aldi's? No, not at all. Am I going to stop going to 10 Box and Kroger? Absolutely not. It is just going to be a little bit different for a short period of time until things slow down and I can get my life in order. It is just going to be one of those things to where you're going to see Walmart deliveries instead of me going to the store and buying the cheapest of the cheapest deals. If I could get delivery from Aldi's, which I'm sure I could, but it costs more to get delivery. The groceries cost more when you utilize the grocery delivery than they do if you just go in and shop yourself. So it wouldn't be really beneficial to do that. But that is the craziness going on in my life. I got some major outdoor things I want to do at my house. Things have kind of gotten out of control there, and I want to get it reined back in. My husband is fixing to mow down a couple of parts of my garden because they're done. It was like where my squash was and stuff, and the squash beetles got into it. So I'm going to replant some of that so I can have some more yellow squash and some more zucchini. And I'm going to redo that. He's going to do that within the next week. Today we are going to spray our yard. Oh, after work, I'm going to go see my mama. I got a pork roast or pork loin in the crock pot cooking. So dinner's taken care of. We're going to have pulled pork sandwiches. The only thing I got to do is shred it and put the barbecue sauce on it. And that was something else that I had to kind of pass on to my husband. Dinners is something that he's going to be doing more of. And I may have it all put together and him just have to cook it, or it may be a crock pot meal, it may be a freezer meal, it may be just something. But that was another one that he is going to kind of take control of a little bit more. So today we are going to go home. We got the spray rig hooked up for polymethrin, which is a bug, a bug thing that you mix it up and you put it in a jug, and we got that hooked up to the tractor, and I'm going to have him make another tank of that, and we're going to spray our yard again for fleas and ticks and mosquitoes and just bugs. And then I'm going to hook up, after we do that, we're going to mix up a tank of 2,4-D and glyphosate, and we are going to spray our heel that a dear friend of mine was so gracious enough to cut down, and we are going to do that, and that way my heel does not get out of control. And I will show you clips of what I'm talking about. Today I'll go home and I will show you clips of what I'm talking about, like on my drive home today, because it's on that side. So just bear with me, hang in there. We're still going to do YouTube, just because this is a place that I enjoy being and I enjoy doing the video. So we're still going to do that. And I typically record my YouTube videos as soon as I get my groceries. So it's not like I'm taking extra time to put it away and then bringing it back out. It's like as soon as I hit the door with the groceries, the video gets recorded. So, like I said, I'm going to show you some things that we're going to be doing at the house. So just stay tuned with us. This video is going to be in multiple sections. So this is the first section. And we will see you later this afternoon whenever on our drive home. All right, guys. So we are back for another portion of this video. And like I said, I would take you on the ride home with me on my road. So I've been on my road about 1.5 miles, maybe close to 2 miles. It's not far really when you consider it. That's one of my sister's house right there on the right. And I don't know what that was, if that was a butterfly or a bird, but it hit my windshield, whatever it was. And then that's a neighbor of ours, real good neighbor, but we have real good neighbors all over us. And we're coming up on my house right here. Not that house on the left, the one after it. It's a modular trailer. Alright, so I can slow down a little bit and show you what I'm talking about. This is the heel that my dear friend was so gracious enough to mow for us, and that we are going to poison today. Alright. This is the house that I grew up in, and it's still standing, but it's going to be tore down. I'm going to tear it down. Just haven't done it yet. I don't know if I haven't done it because I just don't have it in me to do it yet, but I'm going to have to figure out something soon because it's got to go. But this is my current house. We still have a lot of things we got to do. We've got to power wash the house. We haven't done that yet. and this is the top of the hill that they couldn't get to, which is fine. I can weed eat that, but we're gonna poison it today, so I'm gonna weed eat it after it's been poisoned. My husband's shop, you see, it needs to be cut down around. This area needs to be cleaned out a little bit. That's an open field, and usually that people come and cut hay there, so I don't have to really do too much with that. But around my husband's shop, it's got to be cleaned out. Just basic routine stuff that hasn't been taken care of this year, and we're going to get it taken care of. So we're getting ready to poison, and I'll see you back in a little while. All right, guys, so here we are. Mark's getting ready to poison the hill there with the tractor. This is the hill. Kirsten is out here. Wave, Kirsten.
No.
Wave, Kirsten.
No.
You can be hateful, you're still going to be on here, so wave.
I'm watching for traffic.
She's watching for traffic to keep her pappy safe. So we need to take that resurrection sign out, because it's definitely past that. And he is going to poison from there all the way down to here, and then from there to that corner fence post, which isn't very far, maybe 120 feet, maybe if that. But we are his traffic spotters to keep him safe.
It's harder to rat screwing in a wolf font.
Just pretend you didn't hear that, because she has no filter. All right, so I am sure that if you have been watching this video and you have made it this far, you're wondering, Misty, why don't you stop sparking? That would eliminate one of your issues. And I could do that, but I have some big goals, and those goals involve money. So to have that money to get those things taken care of, then I have to work extra, and that's just the season of life I'm in. I want to pay my house off within the next 5 years. I want to do some things on my farm, and I just have some bigger issues that I would rather get paid off and paid down, and that's why I spark. So right now I feel like I'm in a good place making the changes that I have made, and I just look forward to seeing what the results hold for that. Now, I know some of you guys at the beginning of this video, I explained that I have anxiety and all that. I am taking medication for that. I've been on medication for years, but just sometimes things just get to be too much, and the medication's not enough, and I don't feel like it is something that I need to have adjusted. I just feel like I need to make some changes in my life to accommodate everything. So, I think that is it as far as the changes. Life update. I still been going to see the orthopedic, and I really feel like I need a second opinion, because the doctor I have is takes more of a conservative approach. He's constantly wanting to do injections, and I've had multiple, and I am ready for a fix. The injections don't last as long as I hope that they would, and I am tired of having to go back every other month to have an injection that takes 2 weeks to start working and then doesn't last that long. So that's what I'm considering doing there. Kirsten and Mark are doing well. Kirsten got a new job, and she's really enjoying that right now. And I think that is everything that we needed updated on. If you guys have any questions about things I've mentioned in the past that you would like a update on, just shoot me a question down in the comments and I'll be glad to answer them. I'm pretty much an open book with probably 98% of my life. There's that 2% that should be kept private, and that's what I'm going to do. But for the most part, I'll tell you just about anything. Like I said, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it the thumbs up. If you know somebody that could benefit from my channel, just share it with them and tell them about us. And that helps me and them too. And just be kind, guys. Be kind to everybody. Have a great day.